Lucas Moura. Oh, they done it! I cannot believe it! Lucas Moura with the last kick of the game. Oh my God! We are back! We are back in the Champions League!
Yes, guys, how are we doing? Spurs Live here, and we're back with a new live stream. We're going to be talking about the latest Tottenham Hotspur news. Emerson Royale out, Harry Kane is injured potentially, and Destiny Doji news. You know, a Fenerbahce, I think it's Fenerbahce, a midfielder linked with Tottenham Hotspur, and lots more to do with Tottenham Hotspur. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it and talk about the man, the myth, the person who's been missing from Tottenham Hotspur, and I think he could be a good one to add to the Spurs news. Is Destiny Doji to Spurs could be a big addition. Now, even if Spurs do want to get Destiny Doji, they will have to wait because he has not played the minimum of games. As it says here, Tottenham Hotspur will not be able to recall Destiny Doji from his loan spell at Udinese in January, even if they want to. This is because he has played the minimum number of games to nullify such a clause. So the fact that even if Spurs do want to have Destiny Doji, you know, to help their defensive side, it won't be able to activate their clause. Now, Emerson Royale will leave Tottenham Hotspur, or will he not? Maybe. There's reports out that Emerson Royale is Inter Milan's top transfer target for January window, according to Corriere dello Sport. Conte on Emerson Royale departure until a replacement arrives. So Conte says that Emerson Royale will not be able to departure Spurs, will not be able to leave Spurs until a replacement arrives in January. Even though there's interest from Inter Milan and Atletico Madrid, that will still not happen. And Destiny Doji will, Emerson Royale will have to wait until Spurs do find a replacement for him. Even though we have Matt Doherty, Jed Spence. I mean, I don't understand why Antonio Conte does not sign a right wing back. He's looking for it. Evidently, he's looking for it, but I don't know why he's not. If you lot want to join the live stream, copy the link down below. It will be here. Just click on it, and you'll automatically be entered into the live stream. Would very much appreciate if anyone wants to join. Be interesting. Now, so Emerson Royale is a target for Inter Milan as well as Atletico Madrid. So if Tottenham Hotspur do want to get rid of him, they have to bring someone in, according to Antonio Conte. Now, Hugo Lloris played 90 minutes for Denmark and has reached the next round of the World Cup with France, first team to do it. Romero came on the 69th minute versus Mexico and made an instant impact to the game. That is, if you did watch the game, you will see how, you know, when he came on, he made the game and made the whole match look much more calm. And he really had a huge impact to the game. And thanks to Lionel Messi, fantastic finish from one of the GOATs of football. And that's helped the Argentinians. I don't know how you say it. But yeah, that helped them reach the win, get 3 points, and one on top of their leaderboard almost, with Saudi Arabia coming into their second win. Well, not second, they lost to Poland. Now, Tottenham can make a serious offer for Fenerbahce starlet Arda Güler, I think is, to try and beat PSG and Barcelona. So Barcelona and PSG are in for Arda Güler. And it says football.london, I think is, Fenerbahce star may be available for transfer in January. Both Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal, Barcelona, PSG have been linked with him in the past. But the two North London outfits face fierce competition from Serie A leaders Napoli as well as League One giants Paris Saint-Germain. According to reports in Italy, as cited by the Express, Napoli and PSG have no intention of dipping into the market in January, meaning there's no opportunity. I mean, there's an opportunity for the intention of dipping in. There's an opportunity for the English clubs to make a move for the 17-year-old in the winter. What are your thoughts on this? Like, Spurs are going for a 17-year-old, thinking that will solve a lot of their problems. I mean, this blows my mind. How are you going for a 17-year-old? Step it up, guys. Why 17-year-old? We need to go for an experienced player. It's not good enough. Now, we've tried this in the past. We went for Jed Spence. According to Antonio Conte, it's not his call, so he doesn't play the player. But why? When Jed Spence did come on, he made a huge impact. He played much better than Matt Doherty and Emerson had all season. So why aren't you playing him? This 17-year-old, no offense to whoever this guy is, Ardagula, but I don't think he can solve any of the Tottenham Hotspur problems. Maybe he might, but most of the chances he's not going to solve it. Now, as most of you know, Harry Kane has come off injured versus USA. He was pictured with a strapped and a swollen ankle after the USA match last night. So, yeah, you can tell how Harry Kane really, really did fight through that injury to play versus USA, but it's not looking good for him. And I do think he'll be coming back to Spurs slightly injured, and that's not going to be good for us. Obviously, the World Cup is going to be a long time now until he does come back to club football. But, so far for England, it's not looking good for them. It's really not looking good for them if Harry Kane is injured. Therefore, they have to play Callum Wilson or maybe Rashford up front. It'll be interesting to see the transition between Harry Kane and the other strikers, see how good they really are, if they truly are good enough to start. Because I think Tammy Abraham should play, but he's not in the squad, is he? And I think Ivan Toney could have played, but he's not in the squad, is he? But talking about strikers, talking about unbelievable strikers, let's talk about that fantastic finish by Richarlison. What a sensational goal. I mean, the way he just the cross from Vinicius was not good. Let's just admit it. It was not a good cross. He got the ball and he just decided, let's just put it in. The first goal was a fantastic thought by Vinicius. He said, I'm just going to shoot. If the keeper saves it, Richarlison's getting in, or Rafinha, because Rafinha was also quite near. If I shoot and goalkeeper saves, he's not going to be able to catch it with his hands. So I'm just going to smash it. And if it hits the keeper, it will deflect. And Richarlison or Rafinha could get it, and look at that, Richarlison got it. So that's fantastic work by Vinicius there. Ooh, my microphone. And Rafinha didn't have a good game, I must say. Rafinha really didn't have a good game. I think what's happening here? I think he was really, really poor. He had like 4 chances and he could have squared it to Vinicius, but he didn't. So poor game by Rafinha standard. So here's some stats by Richarlison's. So 79 minutes he played. Obviously he got subbed off for, who was it he got subbed off? I can't remember who got subbed off for, but evidently he did get subbed off in the 79th minute. He had 25 touches, 73.3 pass accuracy, which that means 11 passes, 2 shots on target and 2 goals. That means every single shot he took, it was a goal. What a fantastic player. Honestly, what a fantastic player he is. And credit to Richarlison, because I think in general he doesn't get the most credit. He's been at Spurs for God knows how long, and he hasn't done not for long. He hasn't been at Spurs, but he hasn't done much. So I mean, to be fair, he did score 2 goals in Champions League, which was amazing. Now, Destiny Doge, we did speak about it, how the fact that he is not going to be able to go back to Spurs in January if they do want to go to him. Ardagula, we did speak about him. We said how he is linked with Spurs, and I don't think the 17-year-old can improve any of the Spurs situation right now. Then we have Jacob Kiwior. Now, this player is a bit interesting. Let me get it. So, Tottenham can face competition from 6 other clubs in the race for the 22-year-old Spezia defender Jacob Kiwior, I think is fit charges. Now, this is an interesting one. He is Jacob Kiwior. Is that his name? Jacob Kiwior. He's more experienced. He's 22 years old. Obviously, much more experienced. Plays in a Poland national team. So mates with Lewandowski and all that. And he's played 2 matches in the World Cup. He's got 0 goals, 1 yellow card. Let's see his stats in general. So he played 15 matches in 2023. He's got 0 goals, 0 assists, and he's got a yellow card. So, what we can tell is that he's more of a defensive player than an attacking player. He's more of a CDM than an attacking player. We can also see that in the 21-22 season, he played 22 matches, got 0 goals, 0 assists, 6 yellow cards and 0 red cards. So, yeah, he's very, very physical. Similar to Højbjerg, just a less better player than Højbjerg, in my opinion. All right, what else we got? We got the fact that that's really in terms of the news. Now we got an interesting game on our hand right now. We got the fact that that who's playing Japan versus Costa Rica. Now, looking at the group of Japan, it's looking like it's going to be a tough one for them because they did beat. Let me get the group. They did beat Germany in a fantastic victory, well deserved from them. And I very much like their football. It was amazing football. Right now it's 0-0, and in their group, it's currently their first place with 4 points as it's live because it's 0-0. So fantastic by the Japanese players. And yes, Spain are looking solid. Germany, my prediction is that they're not going to go through. That's my prediction. Spain are going to that's facing Germany, so it could be 2 losses for Germany. Wow, it's gonna be a tough one for them. It's gonna be a tough one for them. Comment down below who's watching. I don't want to give you lot a big shout out. Thanks so much for joining. Now what else have we got? Let's see. Well, that really is it for the Spurs Live news for today. Thanks so much for joining. Appreciate it. Come on, you Spurs, and yeah, I'm really sick today. So come on, you Spurs. Let's go and hopefully all the Spurs players in the World Cup will do well. And yeah, good and best of luck to everyone. Come on, Spurs. Peace.
Here's Lucas Moura. Oh, they done it!